Jim, I knew you were like a leprechaun. I love you.
Okay, am I allowed to hug? What about that book?
Jim.
Holy hell.
The Great Cosmic Mother.
Oh, I will appreciate that, Jim. Thanks so much.
And that's the one on A. Russell, and that's a wee tour guide, walking guide of it as well.
Oh
so.
my God. Oh yeah, that's the...
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was going to write something on, but there you go.
Oh.
So Paul's on his way up. So where the castle is here, or whatever you want to call it, there was a great cairn here. It's called Dacha Cairn or Dubh Cairn. So it would have been something like Newgrange, only black. The dark cairn.
Black, yeah.
New cairn ranges about the light.
It's like Crown Dove down in Brownlow Circle, yeah.
So this is when the Brownlows came, the cairn stones were used. You'll see them around the great walls and all around the estate. So they used all the cairn stones to build a lot of the buildings about here, you know.
What a shame. It would have been
it would have been, we just don't know what it was like, you know.
Yeah.
But what we believe is that AE, as a child, played in these grounds, and if you understand vibrations, you know, even the scientists, you know, the
energy,
astrophysics and all are talking about these vibrations now, you know. He was picking up those vibrations, you know.
Of course he was.
Tapping into them, you know, from a child. He was getting these great visions of the sea here.
And do you know, do you know what actually started it off? It was the loss of his sister.
How are you?
It could have been.
It was.
It was, yeah.
The loss of it, yeah.
They played in here.
Yeah, there was the loss of it, because when I read about that, I said, oh, that's what actually woke him up.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so, yeah.
Jim just phoned me. He said, there you are, Jim. It's funny how that was all booked in, because he phoned me and said,
hello, Paul.
at the Brownlow House gate. Good to see you, Fred.
Hi, Paul.
Hiya, Margaret. How you go?
So sorry, I was just, Jim was just explaining here about the house.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jim.
So, well, the other great exciting thing really that happened the year he was born was the dog, the Master McGrath dog, you know, the one in the song, the Master McGrath. It won its first race the year he was born here, you know. So he lived on the lands here, you know, the gatehouse. When he was 3-year-old, he moved into the gatehouse of the estate here, the Brownlow estate, and he roamed these lands as a child and played around here. And we'll see if we get a chance the Great Lake. The lake had been a bog pool, which you know was, if you think of the Black Cairn here in the bog pool, you know, it was a liminal place.
Absolutely.
So this place is full of spirituality, you know.
Well, it had to be if it was built in a cairn.
Full of spirituality, you know. And in his poems, as you can see, the towers and the chimneys, he refers to those in a lot of his poems. The Tower of Babylon and the chimneys. And we think those chimneys might be connected with the chimneys in Mary Poppins. As you know, most people don't realise that Mary Poppins was really an Irish goddess. You know, she was based on the Irish goddesses. And
she had good advice too.
She had good
Take
advice.
a spoonful of sugar.
Yeah, that's
Supercalifragilistic, espialidocious. Yeah.
So
we should all start learning that word.
We should, And so this was built in 1833 by Charles Brownlow. And Charles Brownlow had started off his career as, well, he had been hardly an orange man, but halfway through his career, he totally changed and he became a great supporter of Catholic emancipation and became a good friend of Daniel O'Connell. Now, Charles Brownlow, they had a house in Marion Square there in Dublin, you know, the Brownlows, and he was a politician, he was an MP as well. But during the famine, he was out helping the poor during the famine, and he contracted typhus and died during Black 47. So he did, and ironically, Daniel O'Connell died that same year, within months of each other.
You're joking. No,
yeah,
right.
so,
I didn't know that, Jim, thanks.
Yeah, so...
Actually, when we drove in, Greg didn't realise, like, that he didn't know where we were going. He thought it was just a cafe.
Oh no, it's a lovely cafe.
But you see, I googled it and I knew. And when I drove in, it's very like Adair Castle down in Adair, County Limerick.
Yeah, well,
It's very the manor, you know, the manor.
well,
the manor.
everybody asks me about the tunnels here. There's all these stories over years and years and years of the great tunnels underneath here.
Really?
So I think they were, I think they were like souterrains. You know,
Yes.
now they found one up there where in the middle of the town when they were digging down, they came up part of the tunnel. Now nobody has really found the tunnels here yet, but whether they
come.
were excavated when they were building this, I'm not sure. But there's always talk about the tunnels.
Yeah, but it'll come. I mean, with technology the way it's going now,
it's
they can
mostly
literally map things that are under the earth now and don't have to dig it all.
That's right.
You'll be able
that's
to
right,
you'll be able
yeah.
to see, you know.
So
It's beautiful though, Jim.
it's beautiful. You haven't seen the park yet.
I know. Oh,
beautiful,
I spotted the lake coming in.
Aye.
I'm going to savour that for later on.
It's beautiful. So
will we-
unfortunately, I'm going to have to pop off to get my flu jab.
Will you come back?
Oh, I'll be back surely. Yes.
Oh yes, Jim, you have to
I'll
because
get the
you've.
flu jab and then
Yeah.
come back. So I have to get it at 12:45. It's only around the corner actually.
That's good. Okay.
Just my doctor's is just round there, so
grand.
we'll be getting it there. So
Will we go in for a cup of coffee? So.
we will. I was actually looking to see the man that runs it there,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
yeah,
We'll
go
pop
get
in.
it.
Okay.
We'll go.
Designed from a calendar, so look at a calendar, 7 days in a week. So you can enter Brownlow House by 7 different doors, representing each day of the week. There's 4 wings to Brownlow House. You remember this, Jim?
Yeah,
All right?
yeah.
4 wings to Brownlow House, which represents the 4 seasons. You walk around the exterior of the building, you discover it has 12 exterior corners, which actually is built on 12 pillars, and they represent the 12 months of the year. Up on the roof are chimney stacks, chimney.
Jim Chimney. Mary Poppins.
52 to represent the 52 weeks of the year. And when the house was opened in 1840, it opened with 365 rooms, one for each day of the year. And it's a capital.
Brilliant.
And so you're saying there's 7 doors in this room, is that it?
Now look at the house.
In the house. Oh, I see.
The house, there's 7 different doors.
External doors, no. From
Yes. Yeah.
Inside
Yeah.
it.
It's so beautiful. It's
Tell me this, David. It's it was an Elizabethan style. Was there many other houses actually built in this style? I know Playfair, sorry, built or designed, but was there?
Castle.
Was there? Where?
Ron Castle.
Is it?
Also,
It's Vermont.
yeah, Playfair worked on it as well. And done.
And the sister's house in Armagh.
Armagh is now gone.
It's gone. All it's portico and so that's
So
it.
Playfair at that stage probably favoured the Elizabethan style, right? And
Where's
Brownlow
Edinburgh?
House-
Edinburgh's the same kind of style, isn't it? Oh, it's that sandstone and all that.
Scottish
Would
sandstone.
this be the largest?
In Ireland, this is his most iconic work.
There you go.
Brownlow House is. But you go to Edinburgh, and some of the buildings over there, the national
He designed.
exhibition, what do you call it? And then there's McDonald, there's the hospital over there. These are amazing buildings, the big university.
Yeah.
It's all his work, and they make this place look small.
Just going to say the university, there's 3 buildings in the Liverpool.
Yeah.
So he was responsible for them also. There's at least 20 iconic buildings in Edinburgh attributed to him, and each one would make this place look small. You know?
Dude, we're going to take her through the shore.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, is that all right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
You love Elizabeth. I want to see it.
so, Jim. This is the hexagonal room, is it?
Yeah.
It's just.
So it's a bit dark, but this is Elizabeth. See the lady in the middle? That she was friends with Jonathan Swift. Jonathan Swift had a bit of an eye for the ladies, so he called her Liz. This is her husband William
Okay.
and her son William, and you see he's sitting there playing the harpsichord.
Yes.
Well, he played that harpsichord at the first ever rendition of Handel's Messiah.
Wow.
So he did. She, when he died, she went on a grand tour of Europe, and she was a bit of a Jacobite. She came with a dowry of £30,000 in the 1700s. To me, she was a goddess because she toured Europe and she ended up, she married the Count de Kernick. She changed her religion, became Catholic, and married the Count de Kernick. The young fellow was brought back, but because she was friends with both Jonathan Swift and with Handel, Jonathan Swift had refused to give the chorus from St Patrick's for Handel's Messiah, but she must have convinced him. And part of the deal, the young fella played the harpsichord at it. Handel had taken a stroke at that time, he couldn't play it himself.
Wow, that's an amazing story.
So she's some lady, so she was.
She's beautiful. This is a beautiful room as well. You just try and get the ceilings, they're just amazing. Oh my word. It's gorgeous, this place.
So, lucky enough, we're standing in an area where there was the stones on the county floor and skating the town on. He said, and what about this one? And my dream was